Hi, Gleyton. My name's Daphne. I'm one of the essay correctors here at IELTSpodcast.com. Thank you for sending us your essay for correction. Really good to hear from you and really good idea to get some feedback before you do your exam. Do you have a date for your exam? It would be great to know if you have. I think some test centres are slowly reopening. Okay, international marketing. This is a difficult essay. International marketing is sometimes seen as invasive and an intrusion. Others argue it's necessary and an economical form of education. There's a lot in this question, isn't there? So in a world marked by the globalization process and the possibility of new markets to be explored, it's quite common. This is a lovely start, but you need to move this here. The use of, let's move this around. The use of international marketing is quite common. Okay, so you don't need to have it because the use of international marketing, this is the subject of your sentence, and then you need the verb. The use of international marketing is quite common. Now, what I'd love you to do here is immediately use this word advertising, because this essay is all about advertising and not just trade, or not really trade, actually. So if we can say advertising here, then you're showing the examiner that you're setting off on the right way. It's considered as a resource to make possible a product or service to be known in different countries. Okay, so I would say, rather than it is considered as a resource, I would maybe say this kind of communication, or sales communication maybe, is usually considered as a resource to make possible, to make a product or service. Rather than make possible, we wouldn't really say make possible. That doesn't quite work. As a resource, I would say to showcase and promote. So nice words there. To showcase and promote a product or service. You don't need to have to be known because we've already got that there. If we have promote, we don't need that. So this kind of sales communication is usually considered as a resource to showcase and promote a product or service in different countries. Although some people say it's needed to make, again, watch out that, let's leave that, needed to encourage or facilitate. So if you don't know these words, write them down. They're nice high-level words and international commerce, and you don't need the because it's a general thing. Others argue it damages local communities. Okay, and again, you don't need the again. Nice intro there. Here, I need your opinion. And because it's an opinion essay, so let's have the opinion here and again in the conclusion, just to be absolutely sure. And then we recommend a sentence like this essay. We'll discuss these key issues using examples from, and then you can tell me examples from your country. We'll look at that in a minute. Okay? But nice start. Firstly, international marketing. So you don't need capital letters, and you could put here global advertising by multinational, and give me an example such as Apple or Nike. So immediately give me an example, and then we know we're on the right track. Sorry, spelling that. Is a tool to approach different countries and realities. What do you mean by realities? Those who defend it say that it increases the chance of a new item being. So it increases the new item being sold. You need the participle there. Being sold in different places. When people can see how it supplies their needs. Supplies their necessity. No, we wouldn't say that. We would say meets or fulfills, actually, their needs would be the expression we use. Okay. Secondly, there's an argument that releasing a product or service in this way is, so this is a mistake from your language. Watch out. You don't need to repeat this. So there's an argument that releasing a product or service, this is a subject, and then you need the verb is. Here you've got two subjects. Here's a chance for people to be aware of new technologies and improve their lives. In this case, capital letter, it could be seen as an opportunity. So not faced as, we would say seen as an opportunity to grow our knowledge about the world. Okay, so you've tried to address all this in this paragraph. That is really nicely done, but you need now an example. So for example, you could put, if you're going to talk about products, you could talk about the success of Apple as a huge company that advertise on social media, you could say, as well as in magazines. And not only is it promoting a product, but also educating or giving people the chance to learn about life's different lifestyles. So you need an example here to kind of bring this paragraph together. On the other hand, now watch out. I'm going to put this in red here. If you use firstly, you have to have secondly. Okay, but if you want to change direction, which is correct, so you're going a different way, you can't have firstly and on the other hand. You have to have on the one hand, on the other hand, or you have just international marketing and then you go however. So watch out, these are very important, these connecting words. So I'd say however, there are strong critics. Arguing against this manner of marketing, in spite of the fact that it, so you don't need to repeat, it is global and made, rather than made, I would go designed to be managed in all countries. Yes, you could say managed and successful in all countries. Good point. It's not produced for local communities. Well done. So it fades the local reality in their process to make it fit in the product's characteristics. Okay, so it sometimes, I would say sometimes, ignores. Rather than fades, I say ignores, and it's not always, so I'd use this word sometimes. Ignores the local reality to not in this I think you have to go this process. In this process to make it, I would say, better suit the product's characteristics. Okay, so go to make it better suit, and you don't need that, can go the product's characteristics. In addition, some critics point out that, so point out, or observe is a nice high level word, that this kind of marketing has the search for more profits as the main goal, and in this way it tends to bias their strategies to spread an idea about commerce, ignoring problems that can be present with these ideas. Yeah, very good. It's a complicated essay. You are doing really, really well. You've got all the right ideas. You absolutely understand what you're writing about, which is fantastic. Lovely vocabulary. Sometimes we just need to just get the grammar a little bit organized, okay? So for example, again, like you had before, we need an example here to show that sometimes it's not suited. So you could have an example maybe in Asia. Sometimes there maybe clothing companies aggressively advertise Western clothing, which is unsuitable. You could have something like that as an example. So overall, international marketing brings more problems than benefits. Okay, in your opinion, because this is not like true, this is your opinion, it may not be true. And then rather than brings, I would frequently brings more problems than benefits, as it does not have a direct relation to the country's lifestyle, most of the time, it tends to ignore subjective aspects. Don't use basically, that's too informal. In this way, in this way, it creates a standard consumption behaviour in order to make every single different country use, so country, use what has been sold, disrespecting local culture and their needs and issues. Good, very nice conclusion there. Lovely writing. You've done a really good job on this essay, really good. What we do in the course we run is just really go through the coherence of the essay in a lot of detail. We have a 12-sentence guide, which works really well for so many of our students who want to get a fantastic grade in this exam. And using this 12-sentence guide, we build the essay sentence by sentence, developing it, because I think this is what we need to do, is develop it a bit more, adding in some real examples, and obviously working on grammar and vocabulary at the same time. So take a look at that. I think that might really help you. And let's look at the task 1. So we're comparing pie charts, so 2014, 2018. Okay. Pie charts above represent preferences for scholar subjects. The adjective is scholastic, actually, subjects. Yeah. In 2014, physics was the favourite subject for almost a fifth of the students, behind only, you don't need that, behind only maths and geography, both with over a quarter of preferences. Well done, very nice writing. 13.4%. Hang on, rather biology? Well, we need a verb. Rather enjoyed, maybe? Biology, 8.7 PE, and IT and history. Hang on. You've got preferred PE and IT and history had low preferences with only 1 point each, ahead of only chemistry with only 1. Somewhere you need to break this, because I'm not sure. Is it preferred PE or PE and IT together, or preferred PE and IT separately? Just a little bit of clarity on that one, maybe. In 2018, drastic differences were observed. Good, nice. Physics slightly decreased, but now it's not physics, it's the popularity of. So be really clear. Physics slightly decreased, but was still another verb, near 20%, whereas maths dropped to a sixth of the overall total. So we need to have that in here just to be super clear. And geography had a significant reduction with less than 20% of its. Yeah, nice. Chemistry was not the favourite subject for anybody. Proportionately, IT and history had the biggest increase. Wow. Biology and PE were rather, but I'm not sure. This is the word we had last time. What do you mean, rather? Not sure what you mean on that word. By over a fifth of students representing the highest preferences. Good. Overall, it's possible to say that in 4 years, preferences changed dramatically for all subjects but physics. Good. That had the worst performances of 4 years versus. Yeah, really nice. That's a lovely answer. What you've done extremely well is compared the information, grouped the information. You're showing a lot of skill, a lot of confidence with that. Well done. Please let me know what score you are aiming for. And as I say, if we can help you, we'd absolutely love to have a look at the courses and the offers on at the moment. Thank you.